Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Bucks, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills have been a team trending upwards the last few years. They did take a couple of devastating losses to KC in the playoffs the last 2 seasons, but here they are seeking that elusive first ever Super Bowl title.
And remember the history of this franchise, partner. They had been there 4 times in the 90s. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, 28 without a victory. Somewhere, their quarterback, Jim Kelly, their runner, Thurman Thomas, their head coach, Marv Levy, they have to be smiling watching this team go for their first Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Brissett going to go to the air right away. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A first down throw for Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A second down throw for Brissett. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. it's Arma. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. But no further than that. No gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Under center, it will be the 6'3" quarterback from Alabama, A.J. McCarron.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at the 20. They start with a give to counter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw it with McCarron. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield, here's McCarron. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
McCarron's throw here pulled in by Bowden. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is Connor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 24, McCarron. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, He's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it would officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. This is caught. Touchdown. Traylon Burks, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. So be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett airing this one out for Evans. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brissett. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, McCarron. He gets this one to Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's McCarron to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now McCarron. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give running right is counter. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is McCarron. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. McCarron now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-3 the score. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now McCarron. Touchdown, Bills. Kyle Pitts from 10 yards out. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Coup for the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Brissett's throw taken in by Pascal. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second down, Brissett. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Another catch run there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Connor, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing now is McCarron. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good leg of steam going.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Brissett. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
first down carry. It's Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Brissett's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Kamara up the middle. Oh, good move. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
We're set on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Brissett. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Brissett now. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth down, Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9. McCarron on the out route. He's got Burks. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 50. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing on second and long. McCarron. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Still 9 remaining on second down. To throw, it's McCarron. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock them dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Brissett to throw on first. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now, because I'm wondering Wide angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brissett sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aleem McNeil.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it up.
You blame the officials all day long, but bottom line, because to me that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moving down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And caught by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Connor up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just one more quarter remains. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down. McCarron. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being concerned. Touchdown. Drake London. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Brissett. And this is caught by Evans. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw, Brissett.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's got it to the 43 here.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Zach Pascal, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. McCarron throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now McCarron. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I said a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. McCarron. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is Connor running right. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now McCarron. He gets this one complete to Bowden. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run here with Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the Bucs down by 13, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now Brissett. Finding Pascal. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Here's Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment,